Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, we think it's funny. We hope you do too. But if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway. Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, now you know what happens when we can't get together. Hodgepodge.
Hello! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hodgepodge. Yes!
It's a show!
It is a teen variety show where we talk about books and programming and other things that you might be interested in. My name is Monica. This is my co-human Claire. We don't have a moderator today.
No, we don't, so anything goes!
We've been abandoned. We stalled to see if our moderator would show up. Nope. So we're just going rogue.
Yeah, we are. Let's go.
Nothing can possibly.
But okay, so if we're going rogue, I know we were planning a different thing for the first bit, but I really want to do a debate again. Can we do a debate?
Yes. Hang on. Am I in charge of banners in that case? Yes. We can debate. Let's debate. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna. No moderator. Gone. Hot dogs 100% is a sandwich, no doubt, because it has bun, meat, filling, done. Two things. Yeah. Okay. It folds over, but like a submarine is also a sandwich. What? No, you are not correct.
That I was going to debate that a hot dog was a sandwich and you stole that from me. But after you threw me out of the chat, I think it's worth noting that according to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, the verdict is that the hot dog is an exclamation of joy, a food, a category unto its own, and cannot be limited to saying it's just a sandwich, which is like calling the Dalai Lama just a guy, according to this very over-the-top article.
I mean, it's a lot less fun if we're both arguing the same thing. So obviously we need to argue that it isn't a little bit harder, even though Monica would not be correct in that setting. So you need to change that banner. Because you know I'm correct. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Okay.
Should have acted faster.
I hated that. I hated everything about that. It's fine. We're gonna move on. What have you been up to this week, Claire? I haven't seen you in ages.
I have been stuck inside because it's snowing and I hate snow. I'm allergic to it. Not really, but like, you know, I can pretend that I am. So I have been doing like hardcore interval training to get me out of my brain and exhaust me so much that I'm not cabin fevering constantly. It's been great. I'm like dying and sore, but it's been really fun. I feel really powerful and jacked. I can punch anything.
Good for you. I don't do interval training. I have a very nice Tai Chi DVD that was filmed in Florida at a retirement community and features a 275-year-old woman showing how to do gentle movements. It's great. I've learned to stand and sit down, and it's a really good video. But interval training, good for you. I'm glad there's punching happening and energy being burned.
There's this move that she's having me do where you're basically playing patty cake, but you're like tapping your thighs, clapping your hands, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's really silly.
When we go back to doing live story time, Claire's story time is going to be a journey. Yep.
Oh, they always are. Wait, okay, we're off track. Even though we have a moderator, we still have other people to show on the screen. And we are talking to the world now. So,
hello world, let's do a book talk.
Book talk. We got Miss Hannah from Wyoming coming at you. No. It's good. I love that. I want to read it now.
I don't know that I'm convinced.
Not a moderator.
Not a moderator. Okay.
Wait. We
Yeah.
have talked about working out. We've talked about hot dogs and sandwiches. Do you know what we didn't actually finish from last episode? Waffle pudding.
Finish the pudding battle. Okay. Yeah, let's finish the pudding battle because that is a thing we had planned. That is a thing that was supposed to be occurring today. Pudding battle.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, check out the last episode where Monica and I made waffle pudding.
And this is the judging, the climactic finale to the pudding battle, in which we are going to find out who was picked as the winner. Definitely mine. I'm just going into it positive.
I feel like the homemade is just gonna win.
Homemade never wins. It's
I
always
know.
store-bought. It's
I
always
know.
store-bought. But we'll find out. Maybe today is the day that homemade from the heart wins out over deliciously store-bought.
No.
Let's see.
No.
All right, do the thing.
Well, hey everyone. Hey Monica Clare. As you know, they have enlisted me to be the judge for this waffle pudding taste off, and we're not going to do this. We're going to go wholeheartedly into this. So I have prepared a rubric that I'd like to show everyone first, so that we can see how this criteria is going to go. And you can see right there, very briefly, how does it look? What's the consistency? Does it smell? How does it taste? And the after effects. How do I feel after eating it? Does it make me feel really happy, warm, and fuzzy? Did I hurl? Things like that. And then we'll go from there and see how that goes. So, I have to get prepared because, you Monica Clare, you don't know this about me. I'm actually kind of a refined gentleman. So I want to put my bib on here. Just throw that there. So are we ready?
Yeah.
On the left. Now I have no idea who made this one, but I'm going to hold it closer to the screen so you can see how does that look. What is the presentation of that? And as you can see, we have a little Tupperware here and some very nice cut corners. I'm going to get a spoon out here to judge the consistency, and it's pretty consistent. I'll get some on there. Pretty consistently rubbery. How does it smell? It smells quite sweet, actually, and good. And here we go with the first taste. Very nice. We'll have to see what the next one is. But first, whenever you're in a taste test, we must cleanse the palate. I'm going to go off screen a minute and swish because it's not pretty.
This is so much more intense than I knew.
Okay, now I'm back. And we're going to go to this one. How does this one look? Now, do note this is an actual plate. And you know what? You can actually email us right here. Tell us what you think, how it looks, or how the other one looked. Let us know what you think. But if you notice, there's a little crown right here. Can you see that? That's looking pretty swell. The consistency of this one, and see, note I have another spoon actually here too, so as not to mix the flavors. A little bit softer. Still, it does remind me a little bit of this summer camp gruel that we were fed 3 meals a day that had all the food groups in it. So that could be a big plus. It does smell. Now we're going to go for the taste. And this is really interesting too. This crown is made out of little chips. So I have to get a knife and cut this one. This one is kind of crunchy. There we go. Very crispy. This one is crispy. I'm going to just take a little dip here of this one. That one's really good too. Crispier than the other. The pudding just maybe a little less intense. But now we go back to that Rubik. With, again, how do they look? They both look very nice to me. The consistency is very consistent. Smell and taste, very, very similar. And how do I feel after eating? Well, I'm still here. So that's a good thing. Now definitely the real plate here with the crown gives almost a little bit of an edge, but I am out of Tupperware at home. In the end, I have to call it a tie, Monica Clare, because, you know, it has to be a straight up tie because I don't know, you are such good friends that I don't want to disappoint anyone.
Craig, no!
When we go off camera is eat them both up and perhaps come back next week with my overall verdict. Does that sound okay?
But how are we going to know who's better?
Who won the challenge?
Let me try one more time. See, the hard part is the consistency of the waffle here is I like a soft waffle, but this pudding is actually, so I think what I'll do actually, because of the real plate and the crown, extra points for the overall aesthetic of this one right here. Was that yours, Monica?
It was mine.
I told you.
I've never won anything. I'd like to thank my dog, who was my support animal while I was making this pudding at 8:30 this morning. Yeah.
Well, and I appreciate it because I didn't have breakfast today. So, you know, a nice piping hot breakfast is always welcome. And on your school days, always recommended.
I will get you next time, Miss Monica. Homemade
Yeah,
will win.
This one thought she had it because she knows how to do things. But who won this time, Claire? The person who knows how to mix stuff from a box after Googling how to mix stuff from a box.
But I told you would win, so who is the real winner knowing the outcome? Well, in your stupid presentation. So backstory, people, I went there with like my Tupperware thinking it was just going to be like, here's food. And Miss Monica had plates and little dishes and forks and spoons and like organized it. So I found a paper plate to make mine look pretty.
Look, I'm no fool. I was like, what would Gordon Ramsay do? And the answer was, find
Make
a
almond pudding.
He would make almond pudding.
So I would win. I would win that competition.
Okay. There's plenty of time for me to gloat over how much better I am than Claire, but we have to move on to our next section of things, which is called Christine Does a Thing.
Indeed.
I'm writing these banners as we go. All today.
Well, here is Christine doing a thing.
Hi there. Do you love plants? Have you killed a lot of them? If so, then this video is for you. What won't die? Recommendations from a plant non-expert. I'm Christine. I'm from the Granville branch of KDL, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite houseplants that somehow miraculously I have not managed to kill yet. The first plant on my list is a pothos plant. This is the first plant I got after giving up on succulents. Pothos are super easy to grow. They're very forgiving of different light conditions, and they will wilt really obviously when they need water. So then you can just give them water when you notice that, and they'll perk right back up. They are also very nice trailing plants for bookcases, which is beautiful. My personal favorite houseplant is the ZZ plant, or the Zanzibar plant. I find these to be the most forgiving. They really don't care about low light conditions. They hardly ever need water, like maybe water them once a month if you remember. We have this gorgeous plant here. This is called a fiddle leaf fig. Don't ever get one. I've killed 2 already this year. And that has been recommendations from a plant non-expert. I hope you heard about something that sounds interesting to you, but please keep in mind if you decide to buy one, this has been advice from a non-expert and I am not liable for any of your dead plants. Have a great day.
How many plants have you killed, Monica?
I loved that section. I've killed a lot of plants in my life, but I am also, I will say this, I am known for like buying a sad grocery store plant and then 10 years later, there it is, still alive. So my bigger issue is more that the plants that I impulse buy never die. And I just have so many plants that in retrospect, I really don't need, nor do I have room for.
Just get a cat. I have killed every plant I've ever owned, and it's not because I have killed it, it's because my cats somehow managed to climb up to hanging baskets and poop all over it.
If I ever need to like rehome some plants that I just don't care about anymore, I'll drop them at your house and they can meet whatever fate they meet with.
My cats will be very happy. We have one fake plant, but they still eat it. So they're eating
That was
plastic metal.
Thanks, Christine. I feel
inspired.
now. I want the fiddle one. That looks
No.
All right.
Get more plants.
I've lost track of where we are on my little sticky note list of Greg's weather report.
All right.
But we need every week, we need a weather report so that you know what the weather is like outside. And bringing us that news today is Greg. Probably.
Is technical difficulties. We do not have a moderator, Greg.
Cloudy. Back to you, Monica Clare.
That's a weather report. We know what's happening from the sky. I need a shirt with that.
Well, as per the usual, if you have questions, comments, or things you'd like to see on the show, on this very carefully curated show, please feel free to email us at hodgepodge@kdl.org. Claire, have you got a fun fact to send us on our way?
Here's this random video while I think of a fun fact.
Hi, Miss Shannon here. Just here to let you know that if you're going through something bad, it's not permanent. Everything is temporary. As Demi Lovato says, no matter what you're going through, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. That light could be whatever you want it to be. It could be your family. It could be your friends. It could be your librarians. But even if you feel bad right now, it's temporary. We'll be here for you when you're ready for us. Have a great day.
Do we need a fun fact?
That was unexpectedly soothing.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had that video.
A little bit more calm.
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good.
Yeah, let's just end it that way. So Goodbye, everyone. Make sure you Octothorpe Hodgepodge. Bye.
What does Octothorpe mean?
It means hashtag. That's what it means.
Hodgepodge!
Hodgepodge. It's a show. Goodbye.
Oh no.
Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, we think it's funny. We hope you do too. But if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway. Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, now you know what happens when we can't get together. Hodgepodge.